Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. Grab a seat and get ready to take a look at 5 scary videos. Number 1. The historic Jefferson Hotel located in Texas is over 170 years old. A man named Jeremy is the current owner of this hotel, as well as a paranormal enthusiast. It's no surprise that he chose to purchase this hotel, as rumors of a haunting inside have been circulating for decades. Various objects moving on their own, as well as ghostly figures, are often seen within the halls of this old building. And with multiple cameras set up inside, these creepy things are sometimes caught on video. After the two men walked out of the room, a panel on the piano mysteriously fell to the floor. There doesn't appear to be anything or anyone around that could have possibly caused this. And if we take a closer look at this old piano, this panel looks like it requires some force to come off. Now, this incident was just a glimpse into the activity that often happens inside this hotel. And on another day, something else was caught on camera that's absolutely terrifying.
Here's a video that happened in our downstairs hallway. We don't get a lot of activity in the downstairs area, but in this particular area, the cameras went off right here and said there was motion. We do have a camera right up here pointing that way. So in a second, I'm going to show you a weird clip of something either peering out of that doorway or some unknown object coming out. I don't have a good explanation for it, but I'll show you the video.
At 3:44 in the morning, what looks like a figure can be seen peering out from one of the rooms. This ghostly figure slowly emerged into the hallway before quickly ducking back inside the room. The owner, Jeremy, has no idea who or what this could have been, as there was no one on that floor at the time. Although the Jefferson attracts many guests looking to spend the night in a haunted hotel, I am definitely not one of them. Number 2. A man named Casey runs the Foul Mitten Outdoors TikTok account, where he shares his love of the outdoors. From hunting to fishing, his account is full of his wilderness adventures. Well, after all the time he spends in nature, he began to notice something bizarre lingering close by. And whatever was hiding amongst the trees began to appear eerily close to his house. Well, one night, while he was recording outside, he managed to catch this.
They're all over the damn place again tonight. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking towards it. Might actually get to capture something here. Son of a bitch. All right, whatever you are, you need to leave. Stay out of this place. This is our home. This is our home. You need to leave. You leave now. Bit. I think that'll keep it away for a while. Oh God, I hope that does it. I really do.
Just a few yards away, hidden in the brush, a creature with glowing eyes can be seen. With his flashlight pointed in its direction, we can clearly see this unknown creature staring back at Casey. For the safety of him and his family, he shot in its direction, sending the creature scurrying back into the darkness. For some time now, Casey has been leaving food on a stone in the woods that he refers to as the gifting rock. And amazingly, he sometimes returns to find the food gone and something else left in its place. Almost as if this creature is returning the favor. But sometimes he's not quite sure if what was left is a gift or a warning.
Well, as a lot of you know, I decided to leave the gifting rock alone and try to get rid of the creatures instead. But so many of you wanted me to check on it again and see if they left anything over the winter. So I decided I would do it. Darkness is falling a lot quicker than I thought it would. And I'm still hours hike from home. So, but we're almost there. Wish I would have got out here earlier. And we'll have a look at it. Oh, geez. Yeah. Okay, they left something. That's the gifting rock you just seen. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take that. And I'm certainly not going to leave them anything in return. And I think I'm going to get out of here before it gets dark. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and investigate this further. Guys, I don't know whether I should take that as a warning or a gift. I'm not sure. But I really just want to get out of these woods as quick as I can. Jesus. Okay, that ain't good.
The bones of a large animal were left on top of the gifting rock. Casey immediately got an uneasy feeling and decided to leave it be. So what exactly is in the woods near his home? And is he potentially communicating and leaving treats for Bigfoot? Number 3. Paranormal investigators Jeff, Phil, and Mark from the Ghost Tech Paranormal YouTube channel recently returned to a place known as Grain Fort. Constructed in the 1860s, this fort was built as a defense against France. For the last few decades, sightings of ghostly soldiers have been spotted inside. In more recent years, devil worshippers have conducted rituals inside, releasing something dark within the tunnels of the fort. After setting up several static cameras, the guys were ready to begin their investigation.
So first of all, I'd like to speak to any of the soldiers that are still here within the tunnels. Is it possible you could come down here and join us, please? We receive our first EVP within seconds, a voice asking, "Who is this?" That are still here within the tunnels.
Almost immediately into the investigation, a ghostly voice was caught asking, "Who is this?" And as they continued the EVP session, they soon realized that something was watching nearby.
Slight noises from back there in the distance, like shifting around.
So there seems to be some type of movement back down towards the main magazine room, which is right back down there to the end of the tunnel, and then left, so it's quite far away. Is there someone down there? Is there someone down there watching us? Who are you, please? Up there, right across our IR light at the bottom. It just went out completely. Something black moved across it. Moved from the right to the left. Something was standing up there and it's moved. It completely blocked it out, completely went black. That would be on camera. That was right in front of our camera. Something moves in front of our static cam, and on review, no shape can be seen, but the whole screen seems to just go black.
After Mark heard movement behind him in the tunnel, something dark appeared to block the camera for a brief second. The guys continued their investigation in another part of the fort, and things quickly took an eerie turn.
Are you in between me and Phil, or in between Jeff and Phil? What's going on?
I was shoved by it. Someone come by me, Phil. Mark?
Yeah. Hang on. Who's just come past Jeff and set the cat ball off? Who is it?
Something pushes past me and I fall into the wall. At the same time, a motion detector ball activates as it picks up the movement. With only a few grazes to my arm, I am lucky, as only a few inches away coming out of the wall is a long spike which could have caused me serious injury. Also, at this point, our static cam in the main magazine room captures a white mist anomaly as it rises from the ground and goes up into the ceiling.
While in a dark tunnel, Jeff could feel something push past him, and around the same time, their static camera caught a ghostly mist slowly rising up from the ground. Later on, as Phil was conducting an EVP session, something strange was caught.
Maybe, if you're from an earlier period, you'd know Fort Amherst. Is that familiar to you?
Phil?
Yeah.
I don't know where you are.
I'm here.
I thought I heard our 360 go off, and then there was a bang. Back right down the other end.
I didn't hear that, but you were stood in a different place, so...
I think it was the alarm on the 360, and then there was like a knocking or a banging.
Okay.
Which had been right back down. The 360 monitor that we have set up at the junction, which is monitoring 3 tunnels, goes into alarm as the sound of something or someone walking by. Here is the audio taken from Static Cam 5.
The sound of disembodied footsteps can clearly be heard, proving that the Ghost Tech team is definitely not alone. As time went on, something chilling was captured on their digital recorder.
Was that you, Phil?
No, that wasn't me.
Mark?
That was a very loud growl.
Where are you? Are you behind me? We all hear a growling sound nearby, which is then followed by a demonic voice that says, "Try me." Here is the audio, enhanced. Was that you, Phil?
No, that wasn't me.
Mark?
That was a very loud growl.
An ominous growl can be heard, followed by a taunting disembodied voice saying, "Try me." And soon after this chilling capture, the guys realized that something was in the room with them.
There's a figure standing there now.
What, you can both see it?
Yeah. There is a figure or something stood in that corner now. I can see the top of its head. Looks like it's got its legs partly spread.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Are you sure it's not graffiti on the wall, Mark?
No, because it wasn't there before.
Well, that's why I suddenly... It's moved. It's moving.
Its arm just moved up.
It's moving, Jeff. It just moved.
A figure appears in the corner of the room, and Phil and Mark are both filming and seeing it with their own eyes. I am unable to see anything as I do not have a night vision camera, and all I can see is complete darkness. Is this the dark entity, or is this one of the soldiers? Here is the footage again from all angles, enhanced.
There is a figure or something stood in that corner now. I can see the top of its head. Looks like it's got its legs partly spread.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Are you sure it's not graffiti on the wall, Mark?
No, because it wasn't there before.
Well, that's why I suddenly... It's moved. It's moving.
Its arm just moved up.
It's moving, Jeff.
A faint shadow figure can be seen standing in the corner of the room. Phil and Mark watched on as this figure moved right in front of their eyes. If we take a look at the different camera angles, we can see that this wasn't just anyone's shadow, as Phil and Jeff are completely still as this figure moved to the right. The mountain of evidence caught during this investigation undoubtedly proves that Grain Fort is the home of something dark, and also proves to me that I never want to visit. Number 4. Recently on the channel, we took a look at the terrifying experiences of a man named Jay from Australia. His disbelief in the paranormal led him to play with a Ouija board, and even to invite demons to possess him. He soon found out just how real the paranormal is, as chilling things began to happen around his home. Well, Jay recently posted a short update on this activity.
Let's just see, this is where all the shit went down last time. A fork moved off the bloody bench there. Where's the water bottle? The water bottle hasn't actually moved, it's still there. But apparently, I don't know, I wasn't here at the time, it bloody fell off the couch or something. I still don't know whether you guys are pulling my leg or not. Is there anybody? God, I don't know if you can... My camera's shaking because I'm shaking, sorry. Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my God. No way, man. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry, but I'm shaking like a leaf at the moment. Fucking hell, man. Get
The table in his kitchen slowly began moving on its own. This startling activity had Jay shaking as he couldn't believe what was happening in front of him. And this just so happens to be the same table that moved in one of his previous videos. I think it's safe to say that these shocking events have turned Jay into a believer. And for everyone watching, this is exactly why I always say to never touch a Ouija board. Unless, of course, you'd like to see your kitchen table move on its own. Number 5. Over on the Haunted Side YouTube channel, paranormal investigators Patrick and Jason set out to investigate the Cleanwater Demon House in Nevada. This house is supposedly extremely haunted, and people believe this haunting is caused by the multiple deaths that took place inside. Well, as Patrick and Jason stepped foot inside the house, strange things quickly began happening.
Robert, region.
Ooh, I got
Hate,
dizzy there for a second.
tone, central, star,
Dude, that thing's going off
valley,
like crazy.
club.
Are you figuring out how to use this?
Roger.
Said Rod. Ooh. I wasn't looking, but I caught a glimpse of something kind of there-ish. It stopped.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, it's so cold right here.
Yeah, it just got real cold.
Oh.
But right
Something
in here.
just stepped above me. Did you hear that?
No.
Are you upstairs? You didn't hear that?
No.
It was like loud as hell, and that's a room directly above me. It just went. Who's in here?
Ambition.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Applet. Children.
Applets and children?
After Patrick asked who's in here, a quiet, childlike voice can be heard saying, "Me." What makes this even more bizarre is just moments later, their device said the word "children." As the guys continued on, they heard something unnerving upstairs.
Ooh. Did you hear that?
I thought it was you.
No, it was like out there. Look. What was that?
Dude, what was
What
that?
the was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Sounded like grumbling. Like,
Yeah.
What the What the It was right there. Who's in here?
A loud knock coming from directly above them startled both Patrick and Jason. And as they went upstairs looking for the source of this sound, the static camera downstairs caught something chilling.
Whoa!
Dude!
Did you see that?
With objects now moving downstairs, things just got even creepier. But throughout this entire investigation, little did Patrick and Jason know that something downright terrifying was keeping an eye on them.
Okay, yeah, let's take the stairs. I don't know what it is about that staircase, but it just doesn't feel good. What was that?
What?
I don't think that was a shadow, but it was on the other side of that window.
Right as I was walking back into the house, I just happened to glance down at the camera's LED screen. I thought I saw some kind of black shadow behind that window, but I didn't even realize until I reviewed the footage that I'd captured probably one of the best shadow figures I've ever seen. And here's where it gets even more compelling. This is the shot from the camera that was sitting inside of that room. I'm gonna sync up the audio from this camera to our cameras and show you that there's no explainable reason that something should have been behind that door.
I don't know what it is about that staircase, but it just doesn't feel good. What was that?
What?
I don't think that was a shadow, but it was on the other side of that window.
Had we realized in the moment what we'd captured, I don't think we would have walked by that door so casually.
A dark shadow figure ominously stood in the window, watching their every move. But this wasn't the only time this dark figure made an appearance.
When it's not feeding back like that. Midgen, just tell me when it's not feeding back like that.
What's especially creepy about this figure is it appears there and then a second later disappears from that window.
With this unnerving figure being in multiple different areas of the house during the investigation, it's safe to say that it was watching the investigators' every move. And now for a bonus video. This last video unfortunately comes from an unknown source, but from what I've gathered, a family began to notice what looks like a person standing and watching from their backyard. And after waiting for it to make another appearance, they were finally able to catch it on camera. A dark silhouette eerily stood at the tree line. Completely motionless, this figure appeared to be staring directly towards the camera. Their dog initially ran over to get a better look, but soon stopped in its tracks, unwilling to get any closer to whatever this may be. So could this be paranormal, or just a creepy neighbor that needs to find a new hobby? Make sure to follow me on Instagram to hear more from your boy. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.